Good evening. I'm Lynn Cagle of Cagle Concepts Outdoor Adventures. I've had something on my mind for some time now, and I thought I ought to talk about it. 11 years ago, I was addicted to pain pills. I put my family through hell for how I lived and what they had to live in, and the conditions they had to live in. Not one day goes by that I don't regret that. I was addicted for about 6 years to painkillers, and it affected my wife, and it affected both of our daughters. If I could take everything back, I would, but I can't. We've lived without electricity. We've lived without running water. We came near homeless a few times. I'd been in jail, made so many bad decisions, so many regrets I have. And I'm sorry for what I put my family through. I can say I'm not addicted anymore to painkillers. I've been clean for 11 years now. I'm not perfect. But I made a promise to myself and to God that the pill addiction would stop, and it did. My oldest daughter, it affected her the most. She was teased and made fun of in high school because of her dad and the decisions that I had made at that time. If I could take it all back, I would. But I can't. All I can do is apologize and move forward. And I have. I tried to make new memories for our family when I had got out of jail. Jesus Christ had changed my life. And I still had some bitterness at that time toward church because some of the church members, if not all of them, had turned their back on me. But I've learned to move on, and I have. For the past 2 years, I've lost a lot of weight. I'm at 137 pounds now. I was at 278, and I wore size 40 in jeans. Some of them were 42s. And now I wear a size 30. And they're loose on me. I became very depressed and lost lots of weight due to some things that were said about me on YouTube by my son-in-law that has a YouTube channel also. My oldest daughter apparently had lied and told him that I had molested her. And that just broke my heart when I found out what she had said on YouTube. I began to be very bitter about that, and bitterness turned into depression. And I would go days without eating. The longest I went was 6 days. I didn't eat anything. I might drink a cup of water once a day, but I didn't feel hunger and I did not feel thirst. I would walk 7-8 miles a day at work while working 12 hours. And it began to get to me what she had said. And I thought, why couldn't she have just told the truth and said that my daddy let us live without electricity and without water. We had to move a lot. Daddy couldn't keep jobs because her daddy was an addict and he was a junkie. She could have told all that and it would have been truthful. But instead she chose to lie and tell the most horrific thing that she could think of. And that would be that I molested her when she was a little girl. I'm the product of a rape. My mother was raped. I have a family member whose dad raped her for 6 years. And I got to see that destroy her life from the inside out. But she's doing better today. Thank God. And so, bitterness turned into anger, and anger into depression. I couldn't understand why she would lie about something like that. But I want her to know that I forgive her. I may not ever get to see Scott. And if I do, it'll be because God, Jesus Christ, worked in that situation. To my son-in-law, I forgive you. And I'm moving on. You can say I've got a split personality, and I don't. I've just wanted you to think that I was crazy because I didn't want you around me. I didn't want you in our home, but I forgive you. Have a good night.